morning. Assalamu alaikum. Our preparation for the game has been very well. We finished our final training session this morning. It's another important game in the league for us. We're coming up against a very strong club, very strong side in Simba. In terms of their strengths, we know the abilities that Simba has as a club, with the individual quality that they have. Very strong game, and we need to be at our best. It's those kind of games you need to play every team in the league. So we have to be at our best. We have to be very careful. We have to play our game, and we have to believe that we can get a result from this game. You're right. When we played the big games, and no disrespect to any team in the Premier League, but when you play Simba, when you play Yanga, when you play Azam, you're playing the big games. So our approach has been, I think, in terms of tactical, it was okay, but the difference has been individual mistakes. We made mistakes that when you play the big teams, the big games, when you make those mistakes, you're punished. So in Yanga, we made mistakes, we were punished. And with Azam, we made mistakes, we were punished. With Singira, I thought we played a very good game. We matched them, and we neutralized their attacking threats, and we controlled the game very well. And it's going to be the same for Simba. Tactically, we're not going to sit back and defend for 90 minutes. That's not the kind of team that we are. We want to play our game. We want to try to play, respecting the opponent. Of course, it's a big opponent, and they have a lot of threats. So while respecting their threats, we want to maintain our style of play. We want to maintain our can we play and keep the ball in this big game. That's the mentality that we'll approach. But in terms of counter-attacking, in terms of course, we're gonna have to suffer a lot. They're gonna keep the ball a lot more than usually we play against. So we're gonna have to run a lot. We're gonna have to be tactically organized. It's gonna come down to being alert for 90 minutes. You cannot take a break for 1 second against an opponent like Simba.
Yeah, keeping the ball, playing counter-attack sometimes needs special players.
Yes.
Should we expect squad changes?
No, for us, no. I think we're gonna be using most of the guys that we've been using. We try to rotate the squad as much as possible. Minus injuries, but for us, it's gonna be the same approach. We're gonna try to build up the play. We're gonna try to possess the ball. Sometimes I know it's difficult under these kind of situations. It's not easy for players from our team. When you're playing against the Simba fans at Chama, it's going to be a very hostile environment. The fans give them the extra pressure, the extra player, and it's going to be difficult for our players, but they have to do it. They have to do this in the big games. For us to go to the next level, we have to maintain our philosophy and our style of play and do it against Simba. Now, we just need to be more alert in terms of against the ball, and in transition situations, we need to be more alert because they have the players who can punish us. As far as the goals conceded, we conceded 19 goals so far in the league. 10 of them were in 2 games. And the 10 that we conceded against Azam and Yanga, aside from those 10 goals, the 9 goals that we conceded, majority were set pieces. And we cannot, I'm not going to sit here and blame just Wilbo for the mistakes. We have to take responsibility for the mistakes, all of us. And we can protect him a little bit better at times. We can protect Willie a little bit better. He's been exceptional for us. He made some big saves. Has he made mistakes? Yes. He made mistakes against Tanzania Prison and a few other mistakes, but he also saved us at some points in other games. So, he's our number 1 goalkeeper, and we'll continue to believe in him. We'll continue to push him because I think Wilbo is he has a great potential to be one of the best Tanzanian goalkeepers in the near future. So we have to protect him, and we have to allow him to make these mistakes, but to mature and not repeat the same mistakes again in the future. So as far as that goes, no, we will not change the goalkeeping situation. Psychological, you know, Simba is coming from almost like a final in the Champions League that they played against Wydad. So this game can go either south or north. It can give them too much confidence where they come into our game a little bit distracted and still celebrating the win against Wydad, or it can give them the confidence to come and play KMC. So I don't know which mentality they'll have. I cannot speak for that, but I can tell you one thing: they have a great coach in Ben Cheka, and I know they'll be well organized. They're stronger, much stronger defensively. They're much more organized, and attacking-wise also they have the quality. So it's not gonna, Simba are used to playing, big Champions League games, then coming into the league and playing league games. So it's not gonna be different for them. But psychologically, this game for KMC, if KMC loses tomorrow, it's no problem. But if Simba drops points, it's a big deal. So for us, we have no pressure at all. So it's gonna be another strong game for us. For the game tomorrow, if we make mistakes in the build-up like we did against Yanga and Azam, we'll be punished. Like I said before, in these kind of games, you have to minimize. Football is a game of mistakes. Whether you play possessional football, whether you play direct, vertical play, second balls, any style of play, any philosophy, it's a game of mistakes. The team that makes the least amount of mistakes in that game will win or have a better chance to win. So the idea is to minimize our mistakes. We're going to make mistakes, of course. Simba's going to make mistakes. The idea is to minimize the mistakes that we make and to capitalize on the mistakes that they make. That's the idea. And I think if they come up, approach the game relaxed, we can definitely take advantage of that. But if they're, as you can tell, if in the game against Azam and Yanga, they didn't come relaxed. They came to play a big game, and you can tell from their intentions. So I know the big clubs now respect us because of the way we are playing and our style of play. But we have to also meet them halfway. We have to show them that, hey, we can compete against them.
Thank you, Coach.